This is going to be a very, very fun time in the markets, and we got Gary here to help
Wait,
us.
Mike.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
depends. It depends how much Apple and Amazon you actually own, and what the reaction is. Whether this is going to be a fun time in the markets.
No, that is very true. Personally, I don't even think I don't have Apple or Amazon in my portfolio, so I'm just sitting here on the sidelines on this. But it's gonna influence SPY, and that's one of my obviously
This
like
could be.
largest
You ever see
positions.
those YouTube videos with like the reaction where trades go bad?
Yeah,
50% of my multi-million-dollar portfolio is in Apple. So you
oh,
may just get a viral moment if we see like a 20% downside, or on the other side, I may get up and dance. This
did
may
you
be
say
like,
50% of your portfolio?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man,
So,
this is gonna be a good. I mean, hopefully a good time for you. I keep saying good time.
but
Uh,
Amazon's my I think number 3 position behind Microsoft. Google may be number 3, but which is a good day for me. Again,
Google was
a Mag
great.
7. So Google did well today.
Yeah, Google's been killing it. Real quick, to analyze this with Sidekick, I built out a couple of prompts, just some basic stuff so we can kind of break down what to expect going
By
into
the way, I
earnings.
love Sidekick.
Oh, it's awesome, isn't it?
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I have had some of my subscribers mention that they use Sidekick to identify support and resistance, and it's actually done really well for them. Is that
Interesting.
something that was built in?
Yeah. It can
Okay.
look at your chart and it can plot levels. I wouldn't say it's like the top use case, but
Right.
it can. It definitely can. For visual stuff, what I've seen that is best is just plotting news events on your chart. Just be like, plot the most recent news events for like this stock on my chart. That does really well.
Oh, yeah. I think I've used that for that one before too. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I need to tell Dan about is 25 isn't enough messages, but I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. It is expensive to run. That's why.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it can build scanners now too. I don't know if you saw that update, pretty recent.
Oh,
But
I
you
didn't
can,
know that.
yeah, you can ask it to search for stocks. But what I just did right here, I can also build charts out of anything. So all I told it to do was build us a bar chart of Amazon's like last quarter threes versus the quarter three expected EPS right here. And it can build charts for you based on any data you want, which is honestly really nice. It does a pretty good job of it. So you see the quarter three 2024 actual was there at $1.43, and we're expecting $1.57 this quarter. And then revenue last quarter year ago 158.9. We're expecting 177.8 billion, and then it breaks it down. So basically, it just tells you everything that you want to know. And I don't know. I'm sure you've used other AIs. I remember you talking about Perplexity, but the
I
best thing
love it.
about Sidekick is it doesn't have access to the internet, which is actually a really good thing because it can only access real data, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So
No,
it generally doesn't like lie to you or like,
yeah, except your Karen profile calls me a dick all the time.
that one's fun. That's a good one to use. Yeah.
I will tell you, I used it. What did I use it? I'm logging into mine to see what my use cases have been. I did message you and Nader because I used it to try and come up with a strategy for Cipher CIFR, and
See,
CIFR. This is one of those kind of crypto power plays kind of
mining.
things. Um,
Oh,
and I said around earnings, I want to play this. And it actually gave me a great strategy, Mike. I got to tell you. It
nice.
says for maximum attendees, which it's the Karen thing.
The Wall Street.
I think, yeah, the Wall Street bet. That's what it was. Look for entries when Cypher pulls back to the 21-day EMA, maintaining above its 50-day SMA. Take profits at regular intervals along the way. Always reduce exposure. Watch unusual options activity. The big money has been loading up on January 2026 $15 to $20 calls.
That's
So
interesting.
honest to God, that was one prompt. I said, give me something
Yeah.
to trade with Cypher. So I'm a huge fan of this Sidekick. It is so much better than your what was that one? The AI Strategy Lab.
Oh, the AI strategy lab. Yeah, that one's tough. That one, like, it has really good like potential being able to build you a strategy, but it is, it's a little tough to use, a little confusing. But this sidekick, I mean, I freaking love it. Like, it's not just ChatGPT, because everyone knows you can use ChatGPT and all this, but by far, like the back end prompts that our developers put in for this is insane. It's giving me the most like crazy in depth responses. Like, I was using it for the FOMC, like breaking down exactly what Powell was saying, crazy in depth, and it's like genuinely super smart. So I agree. I use it literally every day.
And
It's awesome.
I'll add this one. The I about a month or so ago, I had it identify. I said, "Can you compare momentum stocks like SPMO, the ETF, to the rest of the market, and is it showing underperformance?" And it charted it out for me. It said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, momentum slowing down, which is typically a slowdown in the market for momentum names specifically." So
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah. With the data it has, I mean, it's hard for it to be wrong too, because it doesn't search the internet as well. Um, but one thing I wanted to show everybody too, if you're joining us live, by the way, if you're out there and you're new to this stream or you have never seen Gary, there's links down below to subscribe to Gary's Substack, and then also subscribe to our YouTube channels. Hit the like button, because Gary is one of our top affiliates. And yeah, we're probably going to be going live with him in the future.
I can't believe I'm a top affiliate, Mike. I
Yeah.
so the last time I was live with you, it was funny because I messaged Nader and I said, okay, you guys have me on, but then you have Tom from Tasty Trades on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Nader was like, yeah, Mike knows him. I'm like, why the hell do you guys have me on when it's that like level of guest up?
Yeah. I used to live in Chicago right next to him. Well, not right. I don't know where he lives, but next to his office. And I just randomly, just hit him up. He replies a lot of emails, and I just hit him up, visited his office. He's super cool guy. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's super
He's,
down.
I mean, absolute legend. And I've heard
Yeah.
every story I've ever heard about him is the same exact story. Just super nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice, wide open. We'll kind of talk to you. And the guy developed Thinkorswim. That's what's
I
crazy to
know.
me.
Yeah. He's a legend. He basically was trading options since the day they became a thing,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, legend
I
of the
think he's
game for
older than
sure.
I am. I think he's one of the
Yeah.
few that are older than I am, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I grew up
Uh,
with him. So
yeah.
he's
No,
great.
great.
And
Super
then
cool guy.
that's why I say I can't believe that you guys have me on. Seeking Alpha has me on their investing experts
Nice.
podcast, and I tell them there's no effing way I should be labeled an investing expert, but
Hey.
they still have me on there.
Yeah. But something I want to show the audience real quick. Going into earnings, you can see I have the Pelosi trades on chart indicator, and it basically plots Pelosi's trades. And this is Apple's daily. And you can see the last time Pelosi sold was in January, and she just recently sold here on October 23rd. And it was a pretty sizable amount. If you look at the Congress trading widget down here, what was it? She sold 100 to $250,000 worth of Apple. So decent amount, I guess. Maybe, I mean, she just bought 1 to 5 million of Broadcom AV Go for her last trade
Yeah,
on July 9th. So maybe it
that's
wasn't that
not.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, I think $100 to $250,000 is like me taking you to Chipotle for lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's still kind of funny. I just literally saw this. We tweeted it last night, I guess. But yeah, the last time she sold at the top, I guess this time you're saying it's just for, tax purposes or whatever it was. She donated it, but it's still kind of funny.
Yeah, that's what I read, that she donated, and it was
Yeah.
just, for some type of tax reason or something. So
Yeah.
I
Who
don't know.
knows? Who knows? But we do know she's a pretty damn good trader. I mean, she hasn't been trading that much this year. By the way, you guys, Trendspider is on a Halloween sale. You can get a trial of this platform for just $9, just trendspider.com. And yeah, take a look at it. You can try the platform. Follow us along if you want. But yeah,
See,
last
Mike,
time
here's what you don't pump, and this is what I tell my audience all the time.
what's up?
You guys during these sales, that top tier, you give 52 trainings per year on that top. I forget what it is, the
Yeah.
advanced tier or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you give 52 trainings per year, say you know nothing about Trendspider and you're just getting started on some technical aspects, break that down. I think it's on sale. It's like $92 a month or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My girlfriend's a piano teacher. She charges $70 per hour. So you're going to get a one-on-one with a product expert from
Yeah.
Trendspider once a week. You divide that 92 by 4, you're paying less than $25 for training,
Yeah.
to help you use the tool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going and buying golf clubs. They're giving you the golf clubs for free and you're just paying for the lessons.
Yeah. No, you're right. I do. Yeah. That's a good thing that you brought that up. I do plug, the contact us button here all the time, but you're absolutely right. The one-on-one trainings that we offer is probably the most unique thing about this platform. Probably the most valuable, like you're saying too. Like everyone on our customer support team is incredible. I'm sure you talk to plenty of them. Super great guys, super smart.
That's
So
the one thing that everybody that signs up from my affiliate portion, in fact, it was brought up this morning. Holy cow, you guys are great. And I'll tell you, when I was first starting, Dan Ushman actually, I think, responded to a couple of my messages for customer
nice.
service.
Yeah.
But we were like, it was right after COVID. So I was a paying customer before I was an affiliate, Mike.
Right.
So I wrote to them and I said, hey, we're trying to come up with this algorithm. And, we want to avoid COVID again, because me and my buddy had retired and then we lost all our money on, during COVID. So
Yeah.
that's what, after that, we found Trendspider and we were trying to do it. And the responses that I would get was, hey, I'm trying to do this. And one response I remember specifically was, I was trying to include the RSI and I had found other things and to try and include, because you guys have multiple RSI stuff. And I said
Mm.
to the person, I said, is there anything else? And not only, this was just chat, so it's customer service.
Yeah.
Normally, like when you ask somebody, well, is there something else? They might say, well, search this. The person on the other end, I don't know who it was, but they said, bring up stochastics. And they gave me a whole reason, not just bring up stochastics. They gave me a full paragraph about stochastics, because I didn't know
Mm.
what stochastics were. Led me down a rabbit hole. And
Yeah.
then now I know all about stochastics. So the customer service and the training, that's what you don't get from other platforms. And that I love.
100%.
That's why
Yeah.
I told you guys, I'll continue to pay for it. But Dan, I appreciate you giving it to me for free.
Yeah. No, for sure. No, we're glad to have you. We're lucky to have you out there, So no worries at all.
We get Amazon first. I think
Yeah,
at
we got Amazon in the chart right here.
4:03. Let
What's
me
up?
look. I don't know what time Amazon comes up. Let me see. Amazon today comes up at 4:01.
Yeah. Let's see what Sidekick told us to watch out for. So it says watch out for the beat streak at risk, of course. I mean, it's Amazon. They rarely miss earnings. That's obvious. AWS growth rate, obviously. Operating margins, trajectory, Q4 holiday guidance. I'm always a big fan of looking out for guidance because, the market is definitely forward looking, and whatever they report now is basically priced in once they report it. But what they think is going to happen in the future is really important. And then revenue growth slowdown is something to watch out for, which is interesting. You can see right here, they grow what, 10 to 15%, 8 to 15% a quarter in revenue. EPS, I mean, their EPS has been pretty insane growth wise. So yeah, that is what Sidekick is at least telling us to watch out for. And it says the real move will come from guidance, not the beat or the miss. Also gives us a range. Amazon typically moves 5 to 10% post earnings based on the forward outlook. Is it MSTR earnings today as well? Did I miss that one? Oh, it
MSTR.
is. Awesome.
That's why we
This
need
should be
our
a fun
crypto
one.
buddy Nader on here.
Yeah. MSTR has been doing real bad lately. I don't know if you have any opinion on MSTR or Sailor, Gary.
I'll tell you this. So I missed MSTR back in the day when
There's the bell.
Sailor was out there. So I wound up buying BMNR when Tom Lee started pumping Ethereum with that one.
Yeah.
I think MicroStrategy is one of those that if you believe that Bitcoin is going to go up like Michael Saylor does, you just buy it,
Yeah.
and then forget it. Oh,
Well,
there's
why do
all
you
my
think that's
those are
what
all
do you
my
think?
Trendspider alerts, by the way, on my the noise that you just heard.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear it actually though.
It's so cool on Chrome. You get this nice little doo 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 doo.
Oh
Let me
yeah, I
see.
know exactly what you're talking about. What alerts were going off for you? Just
I
earnings
can tell
time?
you exactly. Let's see. I got buy SSRM. Oh,
Hmm.
that's the only one. SSRM, which
So you
is a
got alerts
gold.
to buy and sell. What is that? It hit a price level or what was it?
So I have a 4-hour algorithm
Right.
that I set up, and that's the
Oh,
one that got me through kind of after COVID and stuff, and it does
yo,
well. I'm trying to
yeah,
pull it up right now just to
yo,
see the
Amazon,
performance.
Amazon,
God
flying
candle.
higher.
God candle.
Look at that.
Okay,
I'm sure
can I
you're
dance
loving
now
this look.
as my number 2
Yeah.
position here?
If you guys are just joining in, one, make sure to like and subscribe to both Trendspider and Gary's channels. But Gary has, what do you say, 50% of your portfolio
In
um,
Apple.
in Apple. Okay. So we're
We're
still waiting a
waiting on
little bit on
Apple.
Apple.
But this is my number 3 or number 4. Amazon and Google kind of go back and forth. And with Google's gain yesterday, it might have gone
Yeah,
up to number 3.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. But they're both looking pretty nice right now, if I will say so. We got Amazon up 8% right now. Just tracking that. And we got Apple
Wow,
still
Amazon's
not
up
really moving.
8%.
Yep, that was an 8% candle right here, and it's still going almost 9. This is great. I love this. I just love seeing the market go up. You know?
Okay, let me tell you, I do have. Yep. I have thousands of shares of Amazon that I didn't even know. I mean,
There you go.
it's close to tens of thousands of shares. So a 7% move. Yeah. Mike,
Yeah, you're
we
having a
should be at
great
Ruth's
one.
Chris right now, like
Oh, yeah.
having some
Ruth
steak and
Chris.
stuff.
Steak night, baby. Almost 10%. Oh, boy. Oh,
This was
boy.
a stock that was the worst performer in the Mag 7. And if there's one thing, and I say this all the time to my listeners, rinse and repeat. And one of the things that I've been repeating is that every time a Mag 7 is at the bottom of the Mag 7, it always gets some type of catalyst and it moves up. So I've been one of these people that's just been buying the bottom Mag 7 stock and just adding to it. And now I'll just, I'll take my 10%, 15%, whatever gain. I think
Yep.
188 was where I had support and resistance because Bezos, that goes all the way back to when Bezos was
Yep.
selling all of his stock.
Oh, yeah, right.
And
Yep.
it couldn't break 200 because he was selling it all at 200.
Mhm, mhm.
So for those people who bought at 200 and thought, "Oh, I'm never going to get back there," what are you at? What's Amazon right
At
now?
246 right now and increasing
Yeah.
every second here. And it looks like I'm looking at numbers right now. Amazon looks like it beat EPS and revenue, so double beat on Amazon. I don't think Apple's reported quite yet,
No,
but double
430.
beat. Yep, yep. She got some
I
time for
mean,
that.
you got a lot of talking between now and when Apple reports, Mike. So,
Yeah, yeah. All good, all good. We had to go live for Amazon though,
well, 10% move, yeah.
Of
And I
course.
always talk about it's funny because I used to day trade, but I'm probably labeled now more a swing trader, but more
Yeah,
investor, like buy and hold kind of thing.
yeah.
But I always use the 9-day EMA for
Mm.
confirmation. And if I'm looking at a 5-minute chart after hours right now, let me see. Let me pull up Amazon 5-minute after hours.
I'll pull it up. Let's see.
And a 9-day EMA.
Let's get the
Yeah,
EMA
you've got
here.
confirmation, and you've got quite a bit of confirmation going on this. When you use 1-minute charts, man, I'm old.
I
I can't.
don't. I just like to do it for earnings because it looks awesome. I mean, the
It's
EMA. I mean, let me
all
see. Let
about
me
the
see.
gram, Mike.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Let me see if I can change this color to something that we can see. There it is. So, I mean, obviously 9 EMA right now is just insane looking on this
Yep.
candle, but
But
yeah,
once you get over that, and then, typically it would be the first candle that you would have bought on. And
yeah.
that would have been at like 240. You could have gotten this one at 240.
Mm-hmm.
And you just wait for it to come back to the 9-day EMA. And most of the time on earnings like this, when you get that big bump, at least for me, and again, I'm not a day trader, but when I was day trading like this, that was a very good kind of tool for me to just, hey, over the 9-day, the once it pops over that, I'm in. Once it pops under that, I'm out.
Yeah, it's good basic trend indicator for sure. I agree. Did you ever use crossovers?
Yeah, but more on the MACD than the only crossovers that I'm scared of the death cross, which is the 50 and 200.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the golden cross. And on a weekly specifically, if you get a weekly chart with a golden cross up,
Oh, that's
good God.
probably rare.
No, you get a ton of these now because, go and look at, we were talking about Sunron and some of those solar names just before we got on air. Because spoiler alert, I'm going to be talking about solar tomorrow with a couple of picks that I was just researching. So if you join my podcast live on YouTube tomorrow at 8:30, or just listen on Spotify later in the day.
But yeah, on the weekly chart, I got run up here. I don't know. It doesn't even look like. Well, yeah, this is the 50 and 200 week SMA. That is.
Who crazy guy said $500 on Amazon in 3 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah. That's usually let's see. If isn't it the Viagra? If you've experienced something for more than an hour, call a doctor. So take your profits, crazy guy.
Yeah, right. Especially with a short-term trade. I mean, you can't get greedier than 10%. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, we've seen earnings go up more than that, but at the same time,
wait for the 9-day. I'm telling you, wait for that 9-day.
Yeah. Yeah, we're up like 10%. It looks like Apple is getting a little bit of movement here. Not a lot, but it's starting to get some volume here on the 5-minute.
You know what went up? Disney went up 1.5% today.
I haven't really looked at Disney in a while.
It's a $120 stock. I'm telling you, if you buy that at 111, doesn't matter. At some point in time, it's getting 120.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, it's a great brand. I don't think it's a brand that's going anywhere anytime soon. They've been trading, looks like, in this range for a while. That's kind of funny. I still have the Nancy Pelosi indicator up. Looks like she bought twice and then sold after a loss right there or something.
That's impossible.
Impossible.
Not for Pelosi.
She probably, I don't know. She
That's
usually likes to buy calls.
That's tax loss harvesting right there. That's all
There you go.
is.
There you go.
Yeah, look at your history on the stuff that we were talking about before we came on. It's all degenerate stuff.
What are you talking about, Pelosi?
No, the CIFR and the I saw your ticker history.
Oh, let's see.
We were looking at.
Yeah, I've been looking at Broadcom. Yeah, this is some Pelosi trades. TEM.
So anybody that brings up TEM and Pelosi bought it and it pulled back. Look at the April timeframe.
I have it marked here. She bought in January. But yeah, you're right. It popped up, pulled back. Yeah.
And so if you're following Pelosi and you didn't get in on that first trade, you had a chance to.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And just a simple trend line from that Pelosi buy would tell you when you dip down below that, just buy it.
Even this 9 EMA too, it's honestly been bounced off it a few times there. And then once it broke, the trend changed. So
see, I kind of know what I'm doing, Mike.
Yeah, no, that's,
I'm an investing expert.
Yeah. Yeah. It's why we're having you on, Gary.
I appreciate you guys. I'm a Trendspider diehard. In fact, I think I still have a hat upstairs. I don't have any of the new merch. If you guys have a new Sidekick merch, but
that would be tight. I don't have any merch. I need some merch. As a matter of fact, I don't know, man. I just work here.
You got to have, just FYI to Brad and those guys, everybody out in the marketing team, we need Trendspider power vests. Those are the black sleeveless vests
Talking about
that
the
every,
finance bro vest.
yeah, that's it. I mean, that's all we need. And
I
then
would
you
love
show
that.
up on the, if we have those, then we're picking out, winners all the time.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, for
losers.
sure. Dressing like the investment bankers. I love it. Man, what a great time for if you're holding Amazon. A lot better than yesterday's earnings, ain't it? Well, I
Well,
guess
and
Google's
my
cool.
question would be if I'm looking at this one, and I'm seeing it pop right now, and I had at 242 a resistance kind of, resistance level. If I look at it, I'm trying to figure out where I got that 242 from. I think it was a previous high.
Let's take a
Yeah.
look.
In January or in
That was
February, that
all-time
was the
high.
previous high.
Yeah.
242 in February was the previous high.
Yep. Mhm.
And guess where you're trading right now?
Go back to after hours. We're literally right at 242. So if I go ahead on the weekly chart, we'll just draw a horizontal line right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would go to daily. I guess not. Let's draw it here again. Boom. So what do you think's going to happen? It basically broke above that all-time high, came right back down since that level. So clearly people that had, I don't know,
from
stop losses above that.
from a portfolio management standpoint, I always think that stocks have memories. And so a good company will always go back to where it traded to. And so that's why when I look at my chart on my screen, I have that 242 there because I typically mark previous pullbacks and highs. Those are typically where I want to kind of trade in between. And so I had that 188.86 was a previous one that I had on there. And I'm trying to figure out where that one came from. I think that was the July 2021 high.
Oh,
And so
interesting.
if you go to a weekly and you just pull it back,
Yeah, let's hit on the weekly.
hit on a weekly, and it's the July 2021 high at 188.
Yep.
66.
Right there.
And so in my kind of Trendspider setup, those are the two lines that I had. And so I always said when it gets up near that 242, I'm going to trim my position because it is a top 5 position.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been working. It just hasn't kept up with SPY. I mean, I would have been better off buying QQQ or SPY this year than Amazon.
Yeah. If you want to check out something too, you can look up the relative performance and see exactly how it's doing against SPY. Let's pull relative performance up.
This is why you guys are geniuses and I'm not, because I don't know how to do this stuff.
Yeah, it's a built-in indicator. It's relative performance. Basically, all it does is compare any stock to how SPX is performing or any index. So, yeah, you can see this is the yearly. You can also do it by quarterly, but yearly is probably good. But yeah, you can see it's outperforming 62% of the market. But all the top stocks are going to be above 80, above 90. Those are going to be the big market leaders. Like obviously, we pull up Nvidia. 94.6.
Wow.
I'm curious what like Tesla is at these days. 95. Tesla's been killing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I trade for I mentioned the 4-hour algorithm. That's where I trade Tesla. I mean, I own
it's a
Tesla.
Good one to trade.
Well, I in my mind here's my thesis on Tesla. Tesla is a great stock. I own a lot of XLY, which is actually 40%. It's 20% Amazon, 20% Tesla. So it's quite a tie to Tesla and Amazon. I think with him pushing the robo-taxi stuff, you had two previous robo-taxi companies, Uber and GM with Cruise. Both of them had deadly crashes, and both of them went out of the autopilot, autonomous business. So I think Tesla, I have a Tesla. It drove me to vote the other day. It drives me to the gym every day.
Nice.
If you see a crazy person in Atlanta, Georgia, who's kind of falling asleep at the wheel, that might be me.
Love
But,
it. And I can take you to the airport, the San Jose airport now with
yeah.
their autopilot, apparently. That was just a
Yeah, and
recent update.
Dan's got a Cybertruck.
Yeah, yeah, I've been in it. It's pretty fun.
So yeah, I think you're going to see that's why I like trading Tesla. I don't necessarily like owning Tesla, but I do own
Yeah,
it through XLY. And I'll
that's
be
fair.
perfectly clear. I mean, just for candid news, I made a mistake buying my car in 2018 and not just buying and holding the stock. That
Mhm.
$60,000 car would have been worth, I think, close to $1 million today.
Oof, yeah. Yeah, that
So,
sounds about right. Sounds
and
about
Mike, I
right.
had
I
a
mean,
buddy who actually wound up, we both bought Model 3s in 2018. He
nice,
wound up selling his entire portfolio and buying Tesla, and he still owns the entire lot today. He's far
nice.
wealthier than I am.
Yeah, well, owning Tesla from 2018 will do that. Curious, how do you like it? You still love the car? You're not giving you any issues? Because I just recently bought one, a used
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Um,
So I had the 2018 Model 3. I traded that in March of last year for a 2024 Model Y.
nice. Okay,
Um,
nice,
the
nice.
2018 held up phenomenally well. In fact, Carvana, when I traded into Carvana, the lady who got in the car, she goes, "I don't even have to look at this car. Here's your check. You can be on your way," because it was so clean and it held
Oh,
up so
nice,
well.
nice,
Um,
nice.
so I wound up getting. Now I love my Model Y. I've never had a problem with it, but I really want that new Model Y. Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
it's
Off right
pretty
off the
sweet.
9-day,
Look at that.
right?
Yeah, yeah, right there. That's the 1 minute. This is the 1 minute, which kind of makes more sense. I feel like for this after hours. But let's check the 5 minute because 5 minutes. I mean, with this God candle, like it's gonna take a bit to update.
It would scare
Um,
me it would scare me to be on that. I mean, listen, guys who pay their mortgages with trading and stuff, Mike, I don't have that type of, chutzpah.
yeah. Elaborate. What do you mean?
I'm on Spaces sometimes with these guys on the Wolf
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah, yeah,
and I get yelled at because I'm just the douche that comes in and, on the day when Apple's up like 5%, I'm like, "Hey, I'm just here to remind everybody that I said buy Apple."
yeah.
Um, and then, these guys like Scott Redler and other folks on there, they'll
Right.
they'll they'll point out, "You don't need to pay your mortgage, so you don't need income." And I'm like, "No, I have enough money to last me for the rest of my life, and I know this."
Yeah.
Um,
It's a
but
different
those guys,
mindset, right?
but
Yeah,
they pay their mortgages, they pay their rent based on trading. And
yeah.
that's a lot of stress. Like
It is.
literally, I would be on a 1-minute candle stressing out right now as it got down to that 9-day. And oh shit, did I make my rent this month?
Yeah, yeah. No, for sure. I agree. I mean, I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with it, but you definitely have to be. It's a completely different
Ooh.
mindset to only be, bringing in income from trading alone, for
Hey,
sure.
Mike,
And
Netflix announced a 10-for-1 split.
just now,
I'm
yep,
seeing that in the comment. Thank you, Coastal Investments. How high do you
yeah.
think Amazon? Let's look at the comments. How high do you think Amazon can hit? What's Doctor Evil in Austin Powers? $1 million? Isn't that what he says?
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Honestly, what do you think of the Amazon layoff news? Do you think, I mean, and all they're
Mike,
planning to basically replace a ton of workers with robots. You see all this AI robot news, whatever that new one's called, like the Neo, or I think it's
yeah,
called.
I will tell you. I live in Atlanta, and they advertise these Amazon tours of the warehouse, and they're free. There's a website. Just Google Amazon tours. Go and take one. Uh, it is definitely a PR thing because they want you to know that they protect their workers and they care about their workers and stuff like
Mm,
that. But to go in and watch the robots actually in the warehouse move these pallets
sure.
up to a worker who stands on a cat on like a kind of catwalk, and then they pull something out, throw it onto a bin, and it goes on its way around the warehouse. And to see the lights that tells the worker, okay, put it in this bin, put it in this bin, put it in this bin. The dance, the logistics dance that just goes on in Amazon, you would have bought this. I came home and I bought like 10 grand more of the stock.
Yeah.
I just, I can't believe that they get my packages here in like under 2 days.
It's insane, isn't it? Sometimes it'll be the same day, like I'll order something, a couple
Yeah.
hours later, it's arriving at my door. It's wild.
And they don't make mistakes.
Yeah. And they take any return, like if they like
Yes.
mess up your order, they don't care. You can just
No.
drop it back off. Like one of my
And
favorite memes.
it's phenomenal. So my guidance to anybody that has bought Amazon, that has traded Amazon, go on one of those warehouse tours. It was so worth it. And then you get to understand the warehouse. So here's my thought process on this. The warehouses that Amazon runs today, they are cooled, they are heated because there's workers in there and they have a requirement to do that. They have lights on, they have a lot of safety stuff. But then there's this gated off area on the second floor here in Atlanta. I think it's the
Mhm.
second, third, and fourth floor
Yeah.
that's gated off. And there's elevators where the robots get on the elevators and take it to different
That's
floors.
crazy.
And so these robots, that those areas are completely unlit, not maintain temperature wise. They maintain a temperature, but I understand that Amazon just dug down, so it's all geothermal, so they're not paying a ton of electricity and stuff.
Mm, mhm,
Every
mhm.
little bit of this warehouse was thought about optimizing their profits for their shareholders,
Oh, I believe it.
and
Yeah.
I feel bad for the workers, but honest to God, I was standing there watching these people take things off the shelf and put them on the shelf. My back was killing me after like 5 minutes of standing there watching these people. I'm like,
Yeah.
"How do you do this 4 hours a day?"
Well, pretty soon they're probably not gonna be with all these robots.
Yeah, did you see the new robot that you can get in your house that's
Yeah.
remote controlled from a call center person in India?
I don't know about that, but I've seen those memes everywhere on social media.
Yes,
Uh,
they launched a new robot, and I forget the company's name. Maybe somebody in the comments can put it up there.
isn't
But,
it like Nemo or NEM? It started with an N.
something like that. But literally, the robot can do nothing, and somebody's wearing an Apple, that Apple thing, and they're going down, they're actually looking at you. You have to schedule somebody. So if you wanna load the dishwasher with the robots, you have to literally schedule, like, this call center person from around the world.
Yeah,
At
Brad said
11 o'clock,
Neo,
I
yep.
wanna load my dishwasher, and then it takes them, like, 4 hours to load the dishwasher.
That's I didn't know it was actually just a person. I haven't really looked into it, but that is hilarious.
They
I
said it'll
mean,
get better as they start training it, but it's 20,000. I was actually gonna buy one. It's 20,000 bucks and you'll get it delivered in the second half of 2026. I told my girlfriend, I said, "I wanna order one of these just so it can show up and I can, scare the dogs and stuff."
that is
But
hilarious.
then I was like, I and I liken it to this. I have a housekeeper. She comes, she cleans the house, she does the laundry and stuff. Every now I mean, that's no different than inviting her in my house.
It's not. Yeah, no. If anything,
No.
it's like, I guess, a little better, because it's not an actual person there, but I don't know. I'd have to see that. I mean, we got Elon Musk over here talking about his Optimus robots. I'm honestly I think those could be really, really cool, but also they
Do you
could
hear the
be just
latest with
flop.
Tesla?
Was that?
So, the latest with Tesla that he thinks can happen, all the cars have the ability to be the largest data center power,
I did see this. Yeah.
and he thinks it can work.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
my electric bill is gonna go up by 10, 15 bucks a month because he's running a data center for my car in my garage.
Yeah. It's a smart idea when you think about it, but I don't know. I wonder how much power it would use.
I as long as the car doesn't catch fire in my garage and,
Yeah.
I
I mean, he
mean, the
better start
Cybertruck
paying
can
for the
back
charging.
well, I think the Cybertruck can back up your home with power, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably, right? Like a generator. That'd actually be pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can like camp in them, but
Look at Brad says, yeah, we need
yeah.
vests. Yeah, get on that. Put a
Absolutely.
Trendspider logo on a power vest for us. That's what
Oh,
we
I didn't even
want. I
see
don't want
that
a
comment.
hat. I don't want a t-shirt. I want a power vest.
Yeah. Be classic. But yeah, look at
Hey,
Netflix up
is this?
3%.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if Netflix was up. It's up 1.6. There's a guy that I write on Substack with, and I've been watching him. He's like, yeah, short Netflix. And I wrote to him, I said, you're crazy.
Look at this trend line right here.
No, yeah.
That
Why would you short something that's got that crazy trend?
and look, it's all needed was the stock split news. We're at the uptrend line, and look at it.
It was, well, if you go to a daily on that one and put in, I think it's, hold on, let me see. Was it the 50-day? 200-day on the daily. Put the 200-day on there.
Yeah, it's sitting right at it.
Every
And it
time that
bounced
thing has
there.
gotten to the 200-day, buyers have shown up. Boom, you
Yeah.
get a split. Guess what's going to go up? And the last earnings call, this was trading at almost $1,300.
Yep.
And it
Yep.
does
Right
this.
back
If you
there.
look at the seasonal pattern of this one, you're going into one of the strongest periods in November for this one.
Yep. Depends when you go back. Let's go back. I like to do like 10 years usually. Was it
24? Yeah, that
2025?
was still a DVD company back then.
Yeah, exactly. October's pretty good. Honestly, it looks like
Why
October's been
wouldn't
pretty solid.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just buy in like November and December for January and February?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
know people
January and
have to
February.
pay
Yeah.
their mortgage on trades, but come on. A 3-month trade that has that type of, that's better than blackjack.
I 100%. And it's solid support. The 200-day moving average going into good seasonality. It's a good shout. It's a good shout.
By the
How
way,
are their
Apple's
their
up in
earnings didn't
after
do
hours
too
too.
hot though, I thought. Or I guess they beat. They had a surprise small miss on revenue. Decent EPS miss, it looks like. Still growing, but just missed the analyst expectations. I guess that's probably why it's down. I mean,
Apple hasn't
stock split
reported,
news.
but this it's got a pretty good move, by the way, in after hours.
Yeah, it's chugging up. It's chugging up. It's probably going off the momentum from that Amazon move.
Yeah.
Well, we got in 3 minutes, so it should be
Well, and
fun.
here's my take on Apple. They're getting AI without spending anything. I mean, who
Yeah,
doesn't have Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini? Who doesn't have that on their iPhone? I do.
yeah. That's fair. You could also argue though they don't really. I mean, don't you think they should be developing at least somewhat of their own AI, or
They
maybe
should
it's
have
just not their
bought
place?
Perplexity.
Yeah,
Because Perplexity would have made that Safari browser actually usable. Because I don't know if you've used Comet before, the Perplexity browser,
I haven't.
which,
I
by the
haven't.
way, do not log into anything sensitive in one of these OpenAI or Perplexity browsers. There are security leaks all over the place.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's not very safe right now because the AI learns what you're typing in. That's the bad part about it.
So
So
it's basically just following everything you do. I mean, you could probably argue the same about Chrome, or any of these
you
other browsers.
could, but Chrome's been out there and I mean, Chrome's kind of the standard.
Yeah,
It's
they're
built, by
just
the way,
in
all of
court
those,
over Chrome.
I
I think
think,
Google
well, Perplexity is built on Chrome. So it's just a
Perplexity.
Chrome kind of
Okay,
shell.
interesting.
Um,
And I
so
know there's
it's,
the ChatGPT one. The ChatGPT is dropped a browser as well.
yeah, that's the, I forget what that name is,
It's pretty
but
recent.
I love,
Um,
so for my YouTube channel, by the way, I use Nano Banana to do all my thumbnails, which I showed you my thumbnails and you were like, oh my God, that's hilarious. I
yeah,
showed
yeah,
you
yeah,
as a professor.
yeah. No, that's awesome.
Um, so I've
Yeah,
done
AI is
that.
insane, and the Sora videos you can make these days, it's getting hilarious. You
Apple
got
comes in
1
at
minute.
420. It's almost, let me see.
It's
Apple,
429 right now.
4:30. So you got 1 minute.
Should be any second.
4:30 it comes out.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there goes the chart.
So all the money I made on
Yeah.
Amazon, I lost even more on Apple now.
Oh no.
Oh,
That was a meme right there.
oh,
Hey, it's coming back
oh,
up. It's
I
coming back. It's
know.
only 2%. You made probably way more in Amazon than this.
Yeah, but I don't have as much in
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Amazon.
Hey, it's not looking terrible. It's coming back up.
Here's the thing, and I've got my lines set on this one, and I'll go over my lines. My lines on this one are between 260 and 230. It hasn't tested that 260 as support. That was resistance. So if it comes back to that 260 and we're trading about 263, if it breaks that 260, in my mind, I think you come back down to that 240 to test it.
Okay.
And that would be kind of where I want to like trade it. And, if we break that 260, I might start to trim. And, when I say trim, everybody asks, well, how much are you trimming? I got tens of thousands of shares of Apple. I'm probably selling 5 shares when I trim it. And it's more just a psychology thing. I am such a buy and hold. In my mind, I am literally talking. I don't have the studio display. I have a big 49-inch like cockpit monitor, but I'm on a Mac Mini. I have my new Ultra 3. I've got my new iPhone 17 Pro. I've got a MacBook Pro. I've got an iMac back here behind me.
So you're
I've
deep
got
in the Apple ecosystem.
I just dropped like $3,000 on all their new products.
Ain't cheap. Those Apple products ain't cheap, but they do
No.
work good. They do work good. I love my iPhone. I think it's the best phone. It's by far the best phone, but I do still kind of love my PC. I just so used to it.
So when I was in the corporate world, they forced me to use a PC. So
Uh-huh.
now if you asked me to log in into a Windows machine, I'd probably be completely
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh.
coming back. We're not even down 1% now.
Yeah, from close, let's see. Yeah, right around there, -1%. That's not bad at all. I mean, that was kind of a scary drop. We're sitting here at the 1-minute chart. It was
Mike,
3.5%.
you got your screen so that you love these like huge candles and stuff. On my screen, where I have it from like 190 all the way up to 270, you don't even see like a
Yeah.
drop in this thing.
I mean, honestly, I do that for the streams. If I was just sitting
I
there
know.
looking at my chart, I rarely go less than like daily. It's really just to see like a fun intraday move that I'll go less than daily. But you can see right here the level you're talking about. We have drawn to. It's that basically the previous all-time high that obviously now kind of broke out from there, flipped to support. So you're saying we hit this 260, you're expecting to go down here.
Yeah, if we hit the 260, I'm kind of expecting the next and so far this year, maybe it was into last year. So I made the most brilliant play last year and it just sounds brilliant, but it was logical. So at the end of last year, the stock was at 260. And you knew nobody was selling that stock in December because nobody wanted to pay capital gains. No money
Mhm.
manager and fund manager was going to lock their customers, their clients into huge capital gains into Apple because somebody would have said, "Why'd you sell that in December? And now I have a $400,000 tax bill." So you knew nobody was going to sell it. So I wound up selling it in the end of December. And I wound up buying it back, I think late in January, right after that dip, or it might have been February. I don't know. But I wound up buying it back a little. But when it got down to 200 in April,
Mhm.
I think it was April or something.
Yeah, April is that big tariff kinda the whole
Yeah. And
market
then
pulled back.
June,
Yeah.
yeah, I wound up selling at 200. I took $20 increments. And when I say sell, I never sold out of large positions.
Mhm.
But my average purchase price was like $1.95 on those shares. So it
Really?
didn't make a difference between 200, 220, or 240. And it's just
Yeah.
because, Mike, I mean, it's the power of just buying and holding some of these The only reason I bought Apple in 2006 was the iPhone. I literally, I said, why wouldn't anybody want the iPhone? And so I'll
Yeah.
just buy it. And then,
Yeah.
it just wound up being a great play. And I think Jim Cramer on the Compound the other day, he said, in life, you may have 3 or 4 great stocks that you just change your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he said that's kind of, and if you get to 4, you're doing really well. I've had
Mhm.
Apple, I've had Nvidia, I've had Netflix, Tesla. I traded instead of buying and holding. I missed that one. I've had Google. I mean, Netflix. I was working in the back of a head end at a cable company when Netflix launched their streaming service.
Yeah.
And the head end guys come to me. I was the marketing guy, and they come to me and they said, you have to turn off marketing because we're getting so many people buying high speed internet, and all they're streaming is Netflix all day. I
Really?
immediately got off that phone call and bought Netflix. And I think that was around 2008, 2009.
Wow.
Yeah. And so again,
Let me pull up
part of what
Netflix.
I try and teach on my podcast is there's these logical things. Like right now, I could be in all in AI, and most of my investments are AI. But at some point, I want to switch to power because some of these AI things, all the data centers that they're building, we don't
Yeah.
have enough power.
No, you're right. Do you have any stocks in mind?
Well, I was looking at the solar, like I told
Right.
you.
The run?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've my buddy called me the other day. He's like, "Hey, I want to do nuclear. Should I do SMR?" And I said, I talked to a nuclear guy the other day, and he said the best nuclear stock is just CCJ. It's Cameco. And I said, well, why is that?
CCJ.
It's a mining company. And he goes, yeah, it's the only mining company that actually gets the nuclear fuel out. And they just
Interesting.
had a pop because the
Yeah, they're looking.
government may take a stake in them.
Oh, wow.
So, and there is hold on, let me look at I think I
23%
do
pop the
have,
other day.
a nuclear ETF in one of my watch lists.
I
But
think
good
there's
God.
one. There's a couple. I think there's NLR. That's
Yeah.
uranium and nuclear. And then there's NUKZ, I think, is another one.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I mean, just talking about strategies, one of the strategies that I just implemented the other day was I went and asked Grok, what are the top names being mentioned in the last 24 hours on Twitter?
Yep.
I mean, they're
No,
gonna pop, and you
yeah.
can trade those for fairly. And Grok now, I can go in there and just ask that thread, okay, and it updates it and it sends me the list so I can put it into Trendspider and I can look at those charts. In fact, I have a Grok list. Let me see what's on the Grok
Yeah,
list.
take a
The
look. I'm
last,
curious now.
let's
I mean, I'm
see.
sure recently it's been Microsoft, it's been
It's
Google, everyone's
Apple,
got, yep.
AMD,
Obviously Apple,
Amazon,
yeah.
uh,
Amazon, yep. All the earnings.
BTC. Yeah. BTC Coin. Oh, Coinbase reported today too.
Let's take a look. Was
It's
that
down
pre-market?
5%.
No, it's post-market. Let's see what coin is doing.
Let me see if they beat. Let me see what they did.
They didn't really do much.
Coin.
Looks like
Wow.
coin.
Coin destroyed it.
Yep,
4%
EPS
up on revenue. Whew.
EPS really nice too.
And it popped and then pulled right back.
Of course, yeah. How much did it even pop? That was a great report. Popped 5% and now it's up about 1%.
Yeah. So I'll do some research into that one and probably have it on the podcast tomorrow. I own Coinbase.
Nice.
It was putting in a very nice, you see that kind of July to September. I just put a nice horizontal line in at 300. And
Yep.
I said, okay, I wanted three. In fact, no, it's at 286. Let me see where I got that 286 from because it might be on a
Probably
week.
from way back over here. Let me
It
go to the
was the
weekly
March
chart.
2024 high where it pulled back. So go to a weekly chart.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that
Right around
high.
here. Yeah.
And so I said, when it reaches down here on a pullback below that, I want to buy it. And so I think I didn't buy in April, that big pullback in April. I wound
Right
up
down here.
buying when it got there in August. It didn't quite get there, but I went in
Pretty
big in
close.
August. Yeah.
Yeah. Broke under 290, under
Yeah.
300. So yeah, solid. If you
And
drove this down.
I'm not a like a technician like you guys are who develops all this stuff. I love those horizontal lines.
I mean, it's probably the most, it is the most used tool, like drawing tool on the platform. There's good reason. I mean, it's probably, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes it's as
you
easy as,
guys have to put out a blog post about what people are using.
yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I know for sure. I don't know much about like exactly. I don't have the stats on hand personally, but I know horizontal tool is like very much one of the top tools used. But that would be an interesting blog post, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Of course, Apple's going back up. I mean,
Let's
I'm
take a
looking at
look.
the comments. It's up
I know.
2% now.
Oh, there you go.
It's because they just heard I dropped 3 grand on new Apple products,
Yeah.
in the past couple of weeks.
Ooh, so 3% down. Now we're up. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that.
And I've said this for many weeks now, Mike. This is a buy the dip market. It's something that I think people are taking from, and I'll put this out there, and I'm a finfluencer, I guess, officially. So you've got to
Mm,
kind of put your stuff out there. My thesis is this is very similar to last year. We are way up on the year. From now until the end of the year, I don't think that real investors, which is the big money, want to sell for the gains. I think they're going to want to take their gains next year to pay the capital gains tax. So I think you're going to have a problem with sellers showing up between now and the end of the year. And so the only thing that can bring us down is some type of big catalyst. Today's earnings, and I mean, it looks like Coinbase just destroyed earnings.
they've
And
all been
they
reporting
pulled back.
super well.
Yeah, and Apple was up 5% over on earnings per share, almost
Yep.
1% beat on revenue. I need to look at the growth on that one. Amazon beat on earnings per share by 24%.
Yeah,
I
they're
was
killing
waiting
it.
for these big ones to come out because I've been saying for weeks, the economy, I mean, my apologies to anybody who's not doing well in this economy because I know there's the wealth gap kind of thing and it's a
Mhm.
real thing, but the economy is fairly strong. Don't fight the Fed. He just reduced rates.
Yeah.
I think he's going to reduce rates again in December. He just didn't want the market to assume that they were going to
You
reduce
think
rates.
so? Yeah.
And then you've got earnings, and earnings are turning out to be pretty good. Um, and you've got a lot of money on the sidelines that's ready to buy. So,
Yeah.
but the higher we go this year, I think the more you drop next year, and you'll have an ability to actually play that one. And yeah, Santa Claus rally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing a lot of kind of digging here on Sidekick yesterday during Powell's speech, and it was pretty interesting. I mean, he's always like pretty like neutral, you know. He doesn't want to say one thing or the other. He kind of sticks to both sides, I feel like. But he was pretty like he was saying quite a bit that is like we're not sure. One, he was saying we don't know what's going on. Like with AI, he's like we don't really know how this is going to affect the market, which is kind of scary.
but he
Uh,
did say he didn't think it was a bubble because the actual
he did.
companies have great earnings.
It's true. And look at they're killing it right now. So that's what I was saying. Like these earnings are going to be huge for the market, and they're all doing super well. Except I mean, they all reported well, but obviously Meta was down on that weird kind of tax bill, destroying their EPS, but without it would have been good. But otherwise, I mean, earnings have all killed it. So
Well, I read a lot of people, and I will tell people I have sat through 50% drawdowns in my portfolio, and it's never fun sitting through a drawdown, but I'd rather be in the market than out of the market. And
yeah,
I don't think you can time the market. And my one big saying that I say over and over again, if you pull up QQQ and do a monthly chart on QQQ, you are in a bull market until you're not. And the
mhm,
reality of this market, uh, August, seasonally weak. I was expecting a pullback. we were up like 6%.
Yeah.
September, seasonally weak. Expected a pullback. You're up 2%. October, seasonally weak. You were expecting a pullback. I think we're up 7% in October. Go to
Let's
the
take a
October
look.
candle real quick. Yeah,
About
4%.
4.8.
Yeah, it was up 7% yesterday. So today must have been a shit show in that QQQ.
Well, it depends where you measure it, but if you measure from open till close now, 4.8. But yeah, at the highest, it was like 6.7. So basically 7. Yep.
And I think the pullback that you're going to see is not in the quality names that we're seeing. I think the pullback that you're going to see is something like Oklo,
Yeah, for
$20
sure.
billion market cap with no revenue.
Hmm.
And I put this way. The Dallas Cowboys, one of the most expensive sports franchises out there, and sports franchises don't lose money. That's a $6 billion market cap on the sports franchise. I'd rather buy the Dallas Cowboys than Oklo.
Yeah. It needs to
I mean,
depend. I mean, it's
that's
a stock that you don't hold, you trade it, right? Like
yeah.
you can definitely make some money in the momentum, but yeah, obviously, like I
And
don't know, if
that's
it's
where
all high.
Trendspider actually shows its glory.
Yeah,
It's not in finding the winners and finding the low points, which is great, but it's knowing when it crosses a peak and when you have those peaks and valleys and
yeah,
what hits your ability. And I don't, honest to God, Mike, I say this every day. I spend 20 minutes on the charts in the morning. These guys who do like 5 hours of research, Trendspider emails me all my scans in the morning. So I
yep.
literally just go down my watch lists. So
Same. Yeah,
the cost of Trendspider, it's not oh my God, look at how much you spend on this tool. Go and try and use another tool that you have and the time that you spend. Put a dollar amount on your time. And I guarantee you, you come out way ahead with Trendspider. There is no way that Dan and Brad and those guys are charging enough for this tool. It's that incredible.
yeah. And you're not wrong, Gary. I mean, the amount of time that it saves is honestly insane. Like I have the same thing. I have like, a strategy that I run. I have my watch list set up and it literally emails me my scheduled scans. I check them once a day and that's pretty much it. It's just a
And
daily
Mike,
strategy.
you'd be doing a lot better if you had an Apple computer rather than a PC.
I don't
Just
know.
say.
Trendspider runs on both, man.
I'm just saying.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll grab an Apple because I don't know. Brad loves the Apple computers too.
Yeah.
And a lot of coders do. A lot of coders
Listen,
do.
if you had bought based on my pick of Amazon at like 200 odd bucks, you could have bought yourself a MacBook easily with that nice 10% gain today.
Your pick on which one you said? On Apple?
Amazon, I said Amazon like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I
Okay.
was pounding the table. I said Amazon is just undervalued. It was after I went on that tour, that warehouse tour.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
There's no way. And I think it was today or yesterday. Somebody had texted me, one of my friends, and they said, "Don't you think Amazon is pre-running their earnings by announcing all the layoffs? That the earnings are just going to be weak, and they just want to temper it by announcing these layoffs?" I said,
Hmm.
"I in my mind, I don't think the two were correlated. I just think maybe they had good earnings." And they didn't want to say, hey, we have great earnings. 13,000 people are going to lose their jobs. That
Yeah.
might not have been a great message. So now
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah. These layoffs are a weird thing because I mean it sucks for the workers, but theoretically it's going to be great for the stock price. Like they're projected to save like billions of dollars apparently with all the robot stuff they're planning to automate in their warehouses and stuff. So I mean that's what Powell was saying too. He's like basically no matter what we do with rates, it's not going to change these layoffs. Like what tools they have is not going to make a difference in AI replacing jobs. And he was basically just super bullish on like just AI names specifically because they're like holding the market up right now. Like Nvidia is like 16% of like the US GDP right now. It's
Yeah.
absolutely nuts.
Well, and if you ever want to go back and do some research in the 70s, I was not old enough to trade in the 70s. I was born in 1970, even though I'm an old guy. But there was a thing called the Nifty 50, and these
Yeah,
were
I've heard of it.
50 stocks. that, and I don't think there's ever been an official list of stocks, but they were all stocks that everybody thought could never go down. And
Right.
then through the 70s, you saw a lot of inflation, oil
Mhm.
spike, blah, blah, blah. And you just saw it tank. And those were the companies that went down. And so today, a lot of those old guys, the old timers that study the 70s, they're saying, hey, there's a lot of correlation there, the nifty 50, because we've got these mag 7. And
Mhm.
I just tend to think big gets bigger, because with AI, you need a ton of money to spend. And the reason Google went up was because the market kind of realized, hey, they're doing a good job. And that tensor chip that they have, they don't need NVIDIA. They don't need to buy AMD. They can use their own chips that they've developed. And I mean,
Right.
shit, look at Apple's up now 5%, Mike.
Yep.
Where's the dance now? Where's the
Yeah.
dance?
There you
We
go.
got Amazon and we got Apple.
Let's check
So
out Amazon
shit,
here.
I may buy you a MacBook at this point.
Hey, man, I'm not gonna tell you no. Hey,
I
if
mean,
you bought it, I'll
what's
try it
the
out.
dollar
I'll
amount?
try it
I
out.
gotta look at the dollar amount on Apple that it's up and just
Amazon
kind of
up
calculate how much
11%, Apple up
it's up
5%.
$4.
Let's check out QQQ.
So Mike,
QQQ's killing it.
that is $4 is six figures for me.
Wow.
$4 in after hours. Not to brag, but I'm pretty happy about that. I may have to
Oh,
buy a
I
house
I
in
sure
Florida.
would be. I sure would be. Q's is up 1% in after hours, so the market's absolutely obviously loving this. Check out
It's
SPY.
the only thing you're waiting for is NVIDIA. And by the way, with these earnings, guess Apple obviously doesn't spend on NVIDIA, but Google, Microsoft,
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft, Amazon's probably saying we're going to spend 10. And one of my biggest holdings, by the way, is Credo, CRDO. Take a look at that
Hmm.
stock. That is I'm an affiliate for Alpha Picks as well.
Mhm.
And that is the one of the small caps that actually makes the chips for Amazon's robots.
Oh, that's
So
interesting. Yeah, it's been killing
yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah,
nice weekly setup there. Bounced right off that 9 EMA. Basically hit all-time highs. Nice.
yeah, yeah. My ass continues to trade that one, and I think CLS, Celestica. I don't know
Oh,
if
I
you've
know that
traded
I've
that one
heard of this
before.
one.
This is one that
This one's
actually builds
absolutely
out
killing it.
data centers as well. Don't ask me
Yeah.
what they do. I'm an affiliate for this Alpha Pick stuff. And Steve Kress from Seeking Alpha, and I know I'm on Trendspider, but I'll pump this one anyway. Steve Kress from Alpha Picks is, just a genius. He picks all these freaking companies that go up like 1,000%. So, but yeah, that
Wow.
one, Apple, look at that.
Yeah, I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this because it's gonna pump everything else with it. Well, theoretically, um,
I was on a
the
space with Dan Niles back in February, and I said, Dan, and he hates Apple. And I said, Dan, give me one reason that, one good thing about Apple. And he said, I can't. He said, they're growing at 5%, 35 times at that point, forward earnings. He goes, I can't. And I got, for me, that's kind of like, okay, Dan's telling me he can't tell me one good thing. I said, what are you talking to us on, Dan? He goes, oh, it's an iPhone. I said, which one? He goes, yeah, I get the new one every year.
well, there's a good thing. But yeah, their revenue has been super, super consistent growth wise. You see the red bars here on our reports. They have missed some, year over year revenue changes, which, not that long ago, Apple was, didn't go anywhere for a while, but just recently, ever since, April, it's hit all time highs again. So hard to bet against. But there's at one point, if I pull up like the relative performance, that it was like pretty low, back in April 2024 at 9, obviously at the low points here in 2022, under 20 RP. Even here in June 2025, like right before it started ripping up, it was underperforming most of the S&P 500.
You
But just
guys
recently,
your social team loves posting Charlie Munger's quote about buying under the
yeah,
200 day.
the 200 week SMA. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Look
Let's
at
take a look.
April.
Yep. Bing, right there.
Yeah. That's what I just looked up. So, I mean, it's not the best performing. Robinhood, I think, has doubled since April. I bought
Robinhood's been
Robinhood back
crazy.
then. No, I didn't buy it in April. I just bought Robinhood. So here's the story on Robinhood. I've wanted to own Robinhood forever, and I never got a chance. And then the Friday that it got added to the S&P, it dipped under 100. And I said,
Oh yeah, that's right.
I just want, it dipped under 100. I got the alert. I set the alert in Trendspider for when it dips under 100.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, fuck it. I'm just going to buy it. And I went in big, and I think it was up 10% that day. And I kept getting messages. Hey, you said you bought it and blah, blah, blah. Cause I posted online that I bought it. Are you selling now? No. I mean, Robinhood is just one. I think there are degenerates in your age group, Mike. Namely, I think one of them is Nader, who will bet. They will bet their entire IRA on the prediction markets, whether
It's insane, right? Yeah, those
whether the
prediction
Patriots
markets.
win. And I
Yeah.
am investing in Robinhood to benefit from that degenerate continuing to have to work into their 80s.
I have friends that literally will bet on just about every single sporting event that happens. Not a
Yes.
lot, not their entire, portfolio, but they'll just bet, $5 here, like 10 bets a day.
Well,
So it's
and
insane.
somebody came to me and they said, yeah, but DraftKings and Flutter and all of those things, they actually give you bonuses when you sign up.
Yeah.
But the difference is that's real bettors. Those are the real bettors. The casual bettors, you have your money in Robinhood and the
Right.
Yankees play. And there's a prediction market that comes
That's
up on the
me.
Robinhood app.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it says, hey, the Yankees aren't favored. And don't tell me that Vlad and those marketing guys aren't going to start doing pop-ups on this ad and know that, who's going to bet and which teams you like.
Oh yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. No, I love Robinhood. I traded, I made a little bit on it, but fortunately, I think I sold pretty much all the Robinhood I had. Should have probably just held it. But yeah, I love the company. I love I wouldn't say I love Robinhood, but it is a very, very fun and easy to use brokerage. I don't know. Do you use it at all?
I hate it.
Yeah.
As an old guy, when one of the things that I always say is, I don't use a lot of the tools in my brokerage. My main brokerage is Fidelity, and they give you, as a high net worth guy, they give you certain benefits and stuff, which I don't always take advantage of. But there is, if I have to wire something, Fidelity doesn't charge me. If I have to, do anything, and I can go down the street to somebody if I have a problem because they have an office. So I think it was Shai Bular on, he's one of your guys. I think he was on one of your streams one time, maybe not the live stream, but a recorded stream.
Yeah.
And
Back in the day. Yeah.
yeah, he moved all of his stuff to Robinhood. And I sent him a message, and we were talking back and forth. I said, you're now, you're going to be, I think he's high net worth. He's going to be high net worth if he's not already.
Yeah.
But he said he moved everything. And I said, we should get on a podcast and just do, okay, I'll be the Fidelity guy and you be the Robinhood guy. And why did you move over there? And why won't I move over there? And he said, yeah, investor relations at Robinhood might have an issue with that.
Oh yeah.
So,
that's funny.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the simplicity of it is pretty nice, and they just keep adding so much features. And they literally, I mean,
I like Webull better than Robinhood.
Really? I've never really, I think I have a Webull account. I
use
just
my
don't
link
use
and get free stocks when you sign up for Webull, Mike.
Yeah. I already used that. I think I already used someone's code way back in the day, but I just don't like it. I just think Robinhood is the better version of it personally, but
I think it depends on which one you get used to using.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's the same kind of thing as to People who grow up down south love Coke. I grew up north. I love Pepsi.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. No,
think
that's
it's
fair.
just, you know,
It's
taste.
fair. It's fair. But
But
yeah, um,
do we have
great
any
earnings
other
today.
earnings? Hold on. Let me see if there's another earnings out here. You got
What else was
Coinbase,
there?
Reddit reported, Mike.
Oh, let's take a look. It's a fun one. They did they're up. Oh, that's actually pretty good. They're up 8%. At
Wow.
one point, they are up 13%. Let's take a look at their numbers here.
That's a god candle on that one.
Yeah.
Even
Let's
on
take a look
my
at the 5-minute.
emerging
This one's
screen.
very choppy. I believe this is it. Beat on revenue, beat on EPS. They killed it. They absolutely killed it. It's like 53% surprise to the upside on EPS.
Wow. Another one reported Cloudflare. Oh, pull up Cloudflare.
Is that
NET.
net?
They beat by 103%.
It's a great company.
Yeah.
Up 8%. I think I have some of them actually. Yeah, look
I
at that
don't.
revenue growth.
I know.
Incredible.
This is one that, yeah. I mean, honest to God, it's been on my watch list probably for, I'd say, a year and a half. I was on a podcast with what's his name? The dude from Rich Habits. I forget his name. Austin. And he said, yeah, this is one that you should absolutely have. And I added to a watch list and I never bought it.
Yeah, it's been a good
That
one.
trend is good. God,
Oh
look
yeah,
at that.
they're actually I think it's hit an all-time high. Their previous all-time high was at 221.61. They are currently at 239. Oh, they've been above
Oh,
it, I
Mike,
guess.
another one.
Yeah.
This one went nuts. Roku, but it's
Take a look.
down like 7%. They beat by 100%. And
Their
it's
EPS,
just
yeah.
crashing.
Let's see. Yeah, they dumped. This was like a meta 14%. No, they're down about 6% now.
Yeah, but they beat their earnings per share. The estimate was 8 cents.
Oh, yeah.
They made 16 cents.
Yep. Beat by 100%. 366% year over year. Revenue beat year over year 13, basically 14%. Slight beat by analysts. I don't know if you use this new scanner feature, by the way. It was to say find stocks that have earnings today. You just type it in there.
Oh, God, I love that.
Yeah. I remember you
I
had me
love
build
the
a scan.
natural language stuff. I can never get it to work, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like,
I always get this shit. An error has occurred.
I see. That's because it searched in the wrong watch list.
Oh, okay.
Just change it to a bigger one. But yeah, it's not perfect, but it does. I actually do use it a lot. Makes your life pretty easy for the most part. Like I remember
I was
you got
looking
that
at
one
one
scan.
time for stocks that were up 10% or more on open. And it did that for me, but I didn't save it. And I'm like, oh shit, I can't remember
Well, you
how
can
I
just
did it.
reprompt it. It's kind of the beauty of it.
By the
But
way,
this,
another one that was up is Twilio, TWLO.
mhm.
That's one I own through that Alpha Pix portfolio.
Yeah, I used to had a nice
Yeah.
setup going.
Yeah.
It's like
That's one that just was right at the 200 day and
yep.
beat on everything and boom. And we're not even out back at, if I were go to where the previous earnings where it dropped.
Right here.
Let me pull up the Twilio. Yeah, because I'm going to draw a line on my chart right now. Twilio. I'm going to do, because this is the chart work that I do in the afternoon, is try and put this up. So if I go to a weekly and I just look, I'm going to put a horizontal line right at the high from, let's see, January 27th. The high, it looks like about 141. No, let's put it
51.
151. Yep. 151.95.
Yep.
And you are trading at 124. My guess is we get to that one because you just had on the weekly a nice golden cross. I don't know if you put up the 50, but the 50-day just crossed in July.
Yeah, they did have a weekly golden cross. You are right. This is a great chart setup.
Yep.
Obviously back in 2020, 2021, had this basically the small cap shape, kind of like I just compare all these looking stocks to like ARK.
Yep.
And then it's really just in accumulation phase right here, and you're seeing it start to trend up. Moving average crossover. That's a very significant moving average crossover happening right now, and good earnings sending it up. What do you say it's at? Because on the
Do
weekly
you
you
guys
can't see
have
it
the PEG ratio?
anymore. We were just talking about that today. There is a custom indicator called the valuation dashboard that has PEG ratio,
Okay.
but it brings it in from an external API.
So is it loaded into Sidekick?
I think Sidekick might try to tell you, but I don't think we have official PEG ratio data.
Okay.
But yeah, so you need
Anybody
an
from
Alpha
Trendspider
Vantage.
listing, that's my favorite metric. So I will give up the power vest for the PEG ratio.
It sounds good. Yeah, we're probably we'll see. I guess we just don't have we have like quarterly fundamental data, but that one needs the annual.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We will see. Probably
But
let
this one's got a PEG below 1.
nice.
The PEG ratio, let me see. The PEG ratio on this one is the forward PEG is 0.6.
It's good.
So Peter Lynch would love this stock.
Yep.
He wouldn't trade it on a chart, but as a chart guy, I will tell you that 154, and if you bring that all the way back to January 2022, look at how close that pop was to one. Go in the middle, 2022. Yeah. I mean, even right there.
Yeah. Under that line is honestly, solid buy. All the way back here in 2019, it was a reaction point right there as well.
I got to look at my 4-hour algorithm to see if I'm in this one. So my buy was at 110 and you're trading at 124. So I will probably be adding to this because I own it as part of that Alpha Picks portfolio. I'll probably add on thinking that it can get to that 151. Because on the 4-hour, by the way, it doesn't even have a golden cross yet. So short term, you're still looking at pretty good metrics.
That's interesting.
The RSI is only at 55. It's not overbought.
Yeah, and you see there's plenty of room for upside on this chart.
Yeah, so my day is done.
Like this high, I mean, you're sitting at 200%, over 100% probably.
See, this is the shit that people don't realize is that you can combine like your watch lists and stuff like that and find just gems like this.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Solid fundamental company that's growing and the chart looks good. But good God, what the hell was going on in 2021 that this thing got all the way up to $450?
2021, that was QE. That's what was going on. Money
I will
printing.
tell you, I have used Twilio software.
Have you?
So in my old job, I ran some call center stuff, and we used Twilio to actually optimize the IVR. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Good God. Look at Apple.
Yeah, it's still chugging along. Just had to take a look again. Amazon making new highs as well here.
Let me see what the headline
very nice. MO had earnings. The Altria, they are dying right now. It looks like they missed or they beat revenue expectations and they beat EPS expectations, but it looks like year over year revenue was down.
But isn't this the smoking thing?
It is. Yeah. We got TTE, Total Energies reported, FSS.
Hershey, HSY.
Oh yeah. They had a pretty crazy candle. They were down pretty good, but they're back up basically to where they started. It's like their earnings beat revenue, missed EPS year over year, but beat expectations. So,
Doug is saying the Can Slim Trendspider scan might get close. Not sure it has PEG ratio though.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have PEG, but we do have it built into where it has EPS growth year over year. I can pull it up. That's like, the closest you can pretty much get. That's a really good scanner too to find some.
You guys have killed it, by the way, with the scanners that you've built with the turtle strategy and the Mike Minaveri.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
You guys are doing great work with that stuff. I still am stuck in the old days of just using my 4-hour thing, But I tell people when they tune in and they see me use Trendspider, I don't use half the stuff that you guys have available. I need one of
Yeah.
your 52 weekly trainings.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, hit him up. Hit him up.
Tell James,
Sure they
tell James I'm going to schedule him for a Zoom session every week.
do. James is awesome. Remember when I
I
first
know.
started working here, he taught me so much about the platform.
I know that's what I need.
Yeah.
Although I'm, you're still young, you can learn. You can't teach like an old dog like me.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got some good names in here though. Palantir is rumored to have a stock split. Don't call me on that, but I saw like on X or whatever at one point.
They report next week. I don't put it past them to pump even higher.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't. I mean, hit all-time highs yesterday. We got Hood on the Can Slim. What else
You
did I
got Hood
just
on the
see?
can Slim?
SoFi. Let's see. Celsius. Celsius is similar chart. What chart we're just looking at? Where it
We were
pumped in
looking at
2021 and
Twilio.
dumped. Similar chart here, and it's playing out really nice.
Ooh, the 50 hasn't crossed the 200 yet.
It's getting
Your
ready
50 is
to.
that red one, right?
Yep. Yeah, I bought right around here and sold at probably around there or something. I had a trailing stop in there. Kind of pissed about that. Barely hit my trailing stop and got me out. It's whatever though.
So
On
it's still
Run is
not
on
making
here.
money. It doesn't have a PE.
CELH. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're I think their EPS is mostly positive. And their last quarter revenue is what really sends it up. Look at that. They beat by 83%. Biggest quarter in many quarters. So
it had a great dip.
Oh yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
Any reaction in the market, Mike, is an overreaction. That's another one of my sayings. And
I love that.
Mid-quarter, you can see it just dips right back down.
Yep.
You don't have the Gap Snake on, do you?
I don't.
I love Gap Snake.
I don't really use that, to be honest.
Yeah, I love it. Gap Snake's one of my favorites that I've got on, because I always tell people, cool. Just like an old man closes his legs at the pool when his gap shows, gaps get covered.
Yeah, it's got one right here, right there from August. So that's a cool indicator, though. I've never really used this, but makes spotting those gaps very easy.
I love it. And it's so, if you colorize that one,
yeah, it's a little dark.
Yeah, I've got mine like orange shading, I think, and it just shows up so nicely.
I just go white. I feel like I don't know what background you have, but I feel like on the darker backgrounds we have here, that white just pops. But yeah.
Yeah. No, my backgrounds are black, I think. And
okay.
I don't know. I'm not great. Honest to God, if you follow me or you look at my newsletter, I think half my friends call me and go, "We can't understand what the F your charts say," because they're filled with stuff.
And we had a question in the chat. Alex, this is Trendspider, by the way. Oh, I don't know if you're talking about the stock or the platform, but it is on the Trendspider platform. That's what we're using.
By the way, bring it up again. I think your Trendspider sale ends tomorrow, right?
Let me double check. But yeah, Trendspider is on sale right now. So yeah, Halloween sale does end on Halloween, which is tomorrow. So happy Halloween, by the way. Almost forgot it was Halloween. But you can get a $9 trial of the platform if you sign up right now. Ends tomorrow, so definitely take advantage of that and save 55%. Days, no way. No way. Just kidding. He said stop shilling.
We're getting power vests on here next live that we do. We're going to shill the whole way.
Yeah.
If you ever watch The Big Short, those guys down in Florida who say, yeah, the loans are good and we've made millions off this stuff. We're the two guys shilling the mortgage that are worthless.
I don't know about that, but yeah, it's a great platform. I shill it out of not because I work here, but because I do think it is a great platform.
If you guys ever go out of business, I'm screwed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what I would do. Like, I have so much reliance on this platform now for like my own trading. It's like crap, man.
My buddy, The guy who developed the 4-hour algorithm with me, Steve, we retired. So essentially, the story is we retired January 2020, and if you remember 2020, by March you were 50% down. So I retired, and half of my money was gone. And
Mm,
so I think we found Trendspider in, I want to say June of 2020. And we spent like 6 to 8 months kind of writing this algorithm and just kind of fine tuning it and stuff. I
mhm,
went on to start the podcast, and Steve went to go work at Tesla. And so Steve, after he's working at Tesla, he's like, yeah, I don't have time to trade and stuff like that. And his renewal came up, and he comes to me and he says, hey, can you help me get a discount on this one? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have any like pullover at Trendspider. I'm just some douche. And so he goes, no, you need to help me. He goes, I'm worried. He went 2 weeks without it, and he was calling me every day and was like, hey, can I get your username and password to get on there so I can do that?
That's hilarious.
But honest to God, if you guys ever take this away, I'm screwed. I
Yeah.
I I love it. So I went 1 week in 2020 because I was on a monthly plan back then.
Mhm.
And I went 1 week because it was right before Black Friday that my renewal was. And I remember, I think it was Jason wrote to me. He goes, yeah, Black Friday's coming up. So wait for that one. That
Yeah.
1 week was hell. I still remember I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, it was horrible.
Well,
But
yeah, glad you're on it. Um, yeah,
no, if you ever
man.
need me to pay for it, I will.
Hey,
D-Man needs to add promos to the per month lowest tier for easier entry points. So I kind of know what you guys charge, and I don't think you can do that. I think they give it away on the lowest tier at the lowest entry point that they can. I think there was one time where you guys gave it away lower.
what do you mean lower? Like,
D-Man's looking for like the trading view kind of price, but it's so much more than trading view. That's what I keep telling people is
it is
it doesn't even compare.
honestly, it's on the sales, it's pretty damn close, dude. The premium, I think it gets, don't quote me on the monthly cost, but if you divide, if you do an annual, I don't know about monthly, but annual is by far the way to go.
Yeah.
Um, I know like monthly is obviously easier, but from a deal perspective, for the first 12 months on an premium annual plan, you're spending 53 a month. That is literally the same as TradingView's premium, if I'm
And if you can't make
correct.
$53 a month with these charts and just the ease that you guys have, and again, put dollars on your time.
Yeah.
Say you're spending 2 hours on TradingView. Or I used Active Trader Pro before I used this. So I used the free stuff. Um,
Yeah.
I was spending 2 hours just going through my portfolio. And then I would look at, watch lists, and I would say, okay, I got to look at this chart. It automated it for you. So at $50 a month, my time's worth at least $30 an hour.
Yeah. Now the scanners for me like save me crazy amounts of time just sending my email. I just run the scans once a day. I even have bots to run my strategy now. I don't even have to open my broker technically
You
with
do?
Signal Stack. I don't.
You trust it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I send the bots in and just it runs it for me.
see, I think Jason or somebody previously, it might have been Nader, told me that everybody at Trendspider uses bots. I still don't use it. I
I
still
know
can't.
Brad does for sure. I'm not sure who. I mean, a lot of guys on the customer support team do. You could easily run your 4-hour strategy as a bot.
Oh,
You just have to send it in. Like what I do is I get my scheduled scan alerts right the day before. It sends it to me after market, and I send the bots in for tomorrow morning because my strategy enters in the morning at open. So I just send it in whenever I want at night, and just yeah, that's it.
I think
Uh,
my ego would be hurt using bots.
Why? 'Cause you're automating?
Well, then it feels like I'm not the person actually doing the trade. I mean,
Well, you're sending it does it's not like
oh, look at
you're the
Doug.
one
Doug
sending
saying
the
he made
bot in.
20. Doug made $28,000 in 3 months. Oh, paper money, and he was
with
doing
paper
big
money.
bets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not
I'm not.
putting
Yeah.
yeah.
I totally get it. Like, but I mean, I think it's fine. I don't put like crazy amounts of money into it. It's more just like a strategy I do.
Yeah.
Um, but I like it. I mean, it works fine for me. Um,
It's like a slot machine. I've never found slot machines to be fun because
I
you're
don't
just
either.
pushing a button.
Yeah. No, but when you back test the strategy and you know exactly what's going on behind the scenes, you're not just pressing a button.
That's true.
You know?
I don't know. Maybe somebody will get me to start one. But I'd put my honestly, I would probably put my 4-hour algorithm on one of the stocks that it back tests well on. I
Yeah.
probably would feel pretty comfortable on doing that on a bot. Um, but I think it's just like everything, though, Mike. If the market takes a downturn, I don't want it running on a bot. I'll probably stop the bot on a downturn kind of thing. So
Yeah. I mean, it depends on your strategy too, I guess. Depends on your strategy. If you got your stop losses set, it's gonna stop you out. And you don't have to you can just go in your broker and just close the trade whenever too.
yeah,
It's not like it locks it up, but
uh, I'm just
yeah.
one of those people that worries, I guess. The
You could also just do it with alerts.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
So I will do an alert. Like I just got that alert for SSRM. I'll do an alert and I'll be out and about and I'll just pick up my phone and do whatever the alert tells me to do.
Yeah, there you go.
Like
You
buy or
could
sell.
route that to your broker as a trade as well. If you right click here, create an alert. Um, it's on the 1 minute. Hold on. Right click, create an alert. And all you have to do, I'm not going to show it because it has the key, but if you use your signal stack, it gives you a link and you put it in the little profile guy at the top right, and then you put a note, just the code that signal stack gives you, and it can
Uh-huh.
buy and sell when the alert fires.
Oh.
So that's like kind of a semi-auto way to do it.
Do you guys link up with Fidelity?
I think so.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe I'll
you
try
can
it.
also just use the trading widget too. If you didn't know, you could trade. Let's see what it says on this team account. Here's all the brokers.
Oh, I can wait. We have access to a Trendspider team account that can trade in a broker.
No. This is the team Trendspider account we use. It's not connected to no one's broker.
Oh,
Um,
I was gonna
but these
say
are
we
all
need
the
to start
brokers that
trading
are
like
on
open
there.
door.
Yeah, so look up Signal Stack and you can see I'm not actually seeing Fidelity. I use Schwab. Looks great on Schwab.
You use Schwab?
Yeah.
I just went over the differences between Fidelity and Schwab. Schwab only lets you buy fractional shares of any stock in the S&P 500.
Yeah, that's the one downside. I feel like they're gonna update that at some point.
It's been years.
I know it's dumb that they don't let you. I
They
agree.
say it's for your protection, by the way. That's the way they put it.
I
But
don't know about that. I don't know.
that's why I bought Robinhood.
Yeah. No, I have Robinhood too. I use Schwab and Robinhood. So
Okay.
yeah. Never used Fidelity. But I guess
If you
it's
need a
just not.
Fidelity guy, I got a Fidelity guy. He's great.
Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome. I meet with him once a quarter.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. No, I mean, everybody should have a guy. That's why I don't like Robinhood. I don't have a guy at Robinhood.
Yeah. I don't got a
Vlad
guy.
replies to my tweets every now and then, but not enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Signal Stack is cool. I'll look into it.
Yeah, maybe I'll try it one of these days. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll show up on my on one of my streams and say, "Yeah, I got a bot running, so I don't have to do my podcast
Or just
today 'cause my
alerts.
bot's doing everything."
Just connect your alerts to it. Just as good. Just as good. Especially if
By
it's
the
just
way,
like a stop loss.
Amazon is continuing to fly. Apple
Yeah.
has pulled back a little bit.
Look at this. Amazon up 13.5%. That is beautiful.
What's Coinbase doing? I need to look at Coin.
4.1% on Apple.
Coinbase has come back.
me hide some of these things. Coinbase since close is up pretty good, 2.6.
The one I just bought, by the way, the other day was Nebius.
What was that ticker?
That NBIS.
Oh, NV, right?
NNB, boy.
Oh.
NBIS, there it is. I got an alert at 124. And so I bought at 124. And it's
So you run your 4-hour strategy. Is that what you're talking about? The alert is?
Yeah. I've wanted this one since it was at 52 back in July. And it just ran too much. And I was like, there's no way. And so as it pulled back to about 119 or so, my 4-hour got me in. And I said, okay, I'll buy it. And so it's got earnings coming up. And this is just one of those. In my mind, all of the hyperscalers have said we have a bottleneck where we don't have enough compute power right now. And that's why they're spending so much money building it out.
Yeah.
And I think Nebius can provide that compute power kind of like CoreWeave for the short term. So I think their earnings are going to be good. That one and IREN was the other one that I bought a bunch of. I bought IREN and I think like $18 or something.
Oh, nice.
The 4-hour algorithm got you in at 1777.
Yeah.
Back in, let's see, August 6th. And so I bought a bunch. It got you out with a 207% gain and then just got you back in at 63 on October 28th. So I haven't repurchased it. And the reason I haven't repurchased it, I pulled out all my gains on it. So I'm playing with house money now in a matter of what?
It's always fun.
Days or something.
Yep.
Yeah, I pulled out all of my. So I noticed Palo Alto, Pan W.
Oh, yeah.
That one had a multi-year resistance at 200. If you go to a weekly chart on that one, every time it hits 200 from January, let me see, where's my Palo Alto? I'll tell you. It's between 203 and 188. And the 203, right? The 203 comes from November 2024. Where it kind of just boned up there. And that area right there, it hadn't moved. And so I sold half of this lot, which I think the average purchase price is like 50 or something, because I bought it a few years ago. And so I took half that lot and I bought IREN.
Nice.
And so I'm playing with house money. I think I'm in 6 figures now on that one. I'd have to look up my account. But that was
a hell of a quarter.
Yeah, I got that's in my Roth, so I don't even have to pay taxes on that one either.
There you go.
That's the good one.
That. Yeah. No, I have a Roth too. That's what I have on. Oh, I have 2 accounts on Schwab, but my Roth is at Schwab.
That's what you want. Anybody that is listening, that's what you want. I'm in the 35-40% tax bracket, and I'm still willing to pay that tax to get my money into a Roth these days. So I do the backdoor Roth.
There you go. Yeah. Nice. Smart.
Yeah. I was listening to Ross Cameron, who does warrior trading on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the dude who turns like $100 into like 50 million in like 6 months every now and then. And he said the way he trades in a Roth. And he said, I avoid taxes by just trading in a Roth.
Well, then you can't take out the money till later.
I think he's 50 something
Is he?
I think so. I don't know. But I mean, he looks 50. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but he does.
He's a trader. We age twice as fast as everyone else.
I know. But
yeah. Well, all right, Gary.
Earnings are done.
Yeah, earnings are
about
done.
40.
Okay.
Doug is saying Ross is like 4. Yeah. Oh shit. He's gonna come after me. He and I have talked. So yeah.
Yeah.
He might come after me now.
That's funny.
I like him. By the way, anybody wants to watch, he gives away so much free education. I know he's got a course, but good God, that guy gives out so much data about how trading is so good. I don't think he's a Trendspider guy though. I don't know what he
I don't
uses.
think so. I don't know much about him. I've never really watched him,
He
but
built
heard
his
of him.
own like tools and stuff, I think.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, he's got a whole trading group that has like their own software and stuff. So nice
Nice.
guy, but I'm sorry, Ross. It must be the beard that makes you look like 50.
Oh man.
Okay, Mike.
Well, all right, Gary. It was great having you on. If you guys are still out there, make sure to try out Trendspider for $9 and subscribe to Gary on YouTube. Subscribe to Trendspider on YouTube. Follow Gary on Substack. The link is down below. But yeah, it's great having you guys all here, and it's great having you, Gary.
Thanks, man. I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
See you again soon, I'm sure. All right. Later.